Okay, for you acrobats, Miss Mallory is going to demonstrate a few things for you to keep your strength up in your upper body, and then we'll go to upper and more advanced level movements. Okay, for Acro 1 and 2, we would like for you to try to just do on your hands and knees on all fours and do your cat-cows, and this will warm up your spine. So remember, you do the mad cat and then the old cow, and then you can sit your heels back on your buns on your heels. And that stretches your back. You can do spider fingers to stretch your arms. Back down and then do it again. So you come back up and do mad cat. Look at your belly. An old cow. Look up. Sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms. Spider fingers and down and come back up. We can also do the camel stretch. Remember how you open your knees? And then you reach back and grab your one ankle or your heel or your toes. And just look back and stretch your upper body. Keep your weight pushing forward. Bring both arms up like you're coming up out of a back bend. And then child's pose and sit back down and relax your back. And you can do that a couple of times too. That's really good for you. Also, you know how I love planks, because planks are using your whole body, your core, your upper body strength. And this is important for all levels. So basic level plank. You can do basic plank. You can go to your left arm and raise your right leg. So you do a right side plank. If you're more advanced, you can lift your right leg up and just see if you can hold that. You can also put your toe to your knee like a passe. Just play with it and see different variations. And then go back to your center plank and then repeat on the other side. And make sure that you count to 20 or 10 or do your ABCs. Just kind of be even on the holding of the timing on both sides equally. And then also, if you're more advanced, you can also try to bring the right knee to the right elbow and then put it back and then do the left. And you can just alternate like that. Straight, same knee to the same elbow. Back and forth changing. I think these are called mountain climbers. And then you can also do it to the opposite elbow and hold it. And then stick your leg out through it. Okay, from a regular plank, another option is you can take your knee, same knee to this opposite elbow. And then put that foot on the floor in front of your nose. And then take the opposite arm up to the ceiling and hold that. And then come back to center, bring your knee back through to plank, and then you can do the opposite side. So those are options. Another option is, remember, you take your right knee to your right elbow. Back out. Take your right knee to your nose and lift up and hold it. Back out. Take your right knee to the opposite elbow and hold it. Back out. Lift your right leg up as high as you can and hold it. Put it back down and then do the other side. So those are plank options. You can come down with that. Those are good. Always circle your wrist out. And remember, you can do your praying mantis to stretch your wrist out also. And push hands. Always stretch your hands out. And then you can do back bends. Pushing up back bends and doing back bend push-ups. Would you like to demonstrate, Miss Mallory, please? So those of you that are younger can just push up in your back bend. If you're older and more advanced, of course, catch yourself. And then try to bend your elbows to where your top of your head touches. Do not bash your head into the floor. And slowly, see if you can do at least 10 of them. And then when those feel easy, do 15. And those are easy, do 20. And then also for you more advanced, you do passe. Develop your leg up and stretch it. Make sure it's straight and pretty like Miss Mallory's leg. Passe, put it down, and then of course opposite leg you can practice. You can tuck your chin under, roll back down, or those of you that can pull up out of your back bend and then do a nice thigh stretch, and that's really good for you too. Okay, we're going to do some tricep push-ups. You can go against a wall, a couch, a chair, a kitchen counter, and you put your hands at shoulder level right in front of you, and then just bend your elbows to your ribs. Remember to touch the sides of your body as you push against the wall or whatever it is that you're using. And once again, see if you can do 10 of those, 15, 20, and those are your tricep stretches. Those are really good for you. Or the other version is where you do the froggy, Miss Mallory, on the floor, and you sit down and open your knees, child's pose, open your knees, and your hands go right between your knees. Now your elbows come to your ribs. Elbows bend, forehead to the floor, straight back up. Head to the floor, bend your elbows to your ribs, and do 10 again, 15, 20 of those. And those are all for your triceps to learn to get strength to hold your body. That's another version. Another thing you can practice is wall sit. Remember how we stood against the wall? You have hallways, a back of a couch, a chair, your bed. Your shoulders Your back and your hips are against the wall and your knees are parallel to the floor. And then remember we had our arms up and you can count to 20, or you can just hold your arms, or you can do stretches with your hands, whatever it is, you can do things. Just do whatever you want. Have a contest with your parents. Have a contest with your siblings so you can hold it the longest before your legs quiver and you fall to the floor. It's good for you, building strength. So that's another thing we used to do. Another thing is, for those of you learning to catch yourself in a back bend, remember how we did up against the wall, walking down and walking back up. Miss Mallory can show that also, I think. It's kind of hard for somebody who can do something good to do something easy sometimes. Good, and then walk back up, push against the wall, and come back up, and then just touch the floor and hang and relax. Good job, just keep practicing. The other thing we need to stretch, of course, are our legs. So you need to do the straddle stretch that we do stretches, side, side to front. Go ahead, just do both sides. And we get ready for our splits because you need to do all 3 splits every day to stay flexible and to gain flexibility. And remember, the warmer the weather, the easier it is to stretch. And then go to right leg and then left leg and center split. And you can do one hand down, both hands down, both arms up. When you're fabulous like Miss Mallory, your arms go up and you hold it. Put one hand down for you more advanced. See if you can go back and touch your toe to your head or whatever. And then straighten the front. And walk out in front, flat chest in the front. And just relax and stretch. Just breathe and relax. That's good for you. Read a book in this position. Watch TV in your splits. Thank you all so much. Keep practicing your tricks. And we can't wait to see you soon.